Hi, this video is going to show you how to record a PowerPoint presentation where you will have the PowerPoint slideshow running and your voice going over top of that as the recording. So it will utilize your voice as you're talking and clearly the slide timing as you change the different slides when you hit enter or whatever key you use to do that, so that the students can see your slides and hear you talking about the content on them. In order to do that, you're going to want to go to the slideshow button, push it, and then you're going to pick record slideshow. Generally, you're going to want to record from the beginning if you're starting at the beginning of a slide set. Otherwise, let's say you had made it to slide 15 and you want to start there next time, you would start on slide 15 and say record from current slide. So I'm going to record here from the beginning. And you can see that now it is showing you, I believe, a different screen where you're seeing a recording of my PowerPoint. It has a button here to tell me to start the recording. So I would start recording. It will do a countdown for you. And then what you will have is the ability to talk over your slides, give a lecture, and move from slide to slide. So I would start on this slide by saying, we're going to talk about chapter 11 today. And this chapter deals with cell communication. How do you think that cells communicate? This is a set of lecture slides that Maria and I just did with the Biology 152 class. Then I would click to move to my next slide, and depending upon your PowerPoint version, it may not look quite like this, but it should be similar. We had then given them information on their essays that were due later that week. So we went over that. And then we provide them with each class some review questions to help them kind of get the information that they are really focusing on learning for each chapter. And then I would move on to the content of the presentation. Now, when you're done recording, you can say stop the recording, or I'm just going to hit the escape key. Apparently the escape key did stop it here. You can see that it's still showing us this version of PowerPoint. And then I'm going to exit out of here, and we're back to our regular version of PowerPoint. What you'll notice now is that these slides now have a speaker symbol on slides 1 through 4, and you can actually play back the information here. If you look, slide 5 does not have the speaker because we hadn't gotten to slide 5 in our recording at that point in time. So we've now recorded slides 1 through 4. If you make a mistake as you're recording, you can go back to any of those individual slides and restart the PowerPoint recording from there by using the record from current slide. If you go backwards in your slides as you're doing your recording, it will record over what you've already recorded. So one of the things I never do is go backwards when I'm recording a slide presentation. I made this mistake once years ago on a snow day and lost like 20 minutes of my recording. So you can only move forward on your slides as you are recording. If there's a slide you're going to come back to multiple times, make multiple copies of it for using in your recording PowerPoint. When you have finished the PowerPoint slides that you want for the recording, and for this purpose, I'm going to delete our other slides here. I'm not going to save this, but at least it'll make sure that we're just doing the portion of this we want to do to create our video. You're going to go to the word File, and you want to look for something called Export on your File tab. Oh, lovely. My PowerPoint has crashed. It's now restarting. And you can see, hopefully, PowerPoint came back. Lovely. So what I'm going to do now is go to the file and the export button. And export, you want to choose create a video. Sorry for all of that there. Clearly PowerPoint is not my friend tonight. I do not choose the full HD video. you want to look for either medium quality which is showing you here, HD, medium file size, and moderate quality. Some of you may discover that your PowerPoints have a setting that says for internet videos, and that's the one I generally pick, and that is our medium file size. So I pick that, and then I click this Create Video button. I do leave it here where it says to use recorded times and narrations, and seconds spent on each slide are 5 seconds. If you record longer than that, it stays on the slide for longer than 5 seconds. But if you had a slide without any recording, it would just default to 5 seconds for the unrecorded voice slides. When you click Create Video, it's going to pop up a video or a window allowing you to save your video. You want to save it as an MPEG-4 video file. That's what it defaults to. And I'm just going to click Save. And then you will notice that at the bottom of the PowerPoint window, it's going to say Creating Video, and you'll have this title of the presentation, and you'll see a bar that is going across. These videos can take a pretty long time to create. Sometimes they're short, other times they're long. It's going to depend upon a number of things, like how many pictures and graphics you have in your PowerPoint presentation, as well as how much recording there is. So a short video will be created pretty quickly. Multiple hours of lecture over video will in fact take much, much longer in order to record. And our recording is done. I am going to then open up a new window, and I'm going to change what I'm showing you. An internet window, and I'm going to go to YouTube. And you can now see my YouTube page. We all have a YouTube account with Eastern, and what's great is you can upload your files here. So I am going to upload the video file that I just made. And the way that I do this is by finding it in my File Explorer window and then dragging and dropping it. So I'm going to go to my Dropbox, which is where I saved my video. And I'm going to let you be sure that you can see that too. So this is my Dropbox. Here you can see that the MP4 file is displayed as a different file type. I am going to take that. I'm going to drag it and drop it into my YouTube page where it is now uploading it. One of the settings that I use is the advanced settings. I do not allow comments on them. My reason for this is if a student thinks that that's the way to ask me a question about it, then I won't know that they've asked me a question. And I like to disable the commenting feature. For my category for my videos, I always pick education. And I basically leave everything else the same. When your video has been uploaded, it will say upload done. It will then process the video. Once that's done, you can click the publish button. It will then save it and it will give you a YouTube link. What you can do with this YouTube link is copy it. And then I'm going to go over to my Brightspace page. And you should be able to see that now that I'm in Brightspace. So I would go to my Brightspace page for General Biology 2. And actually, I'm going to put this in my research group. Nobody's going to look for it there. Go to content. And I would say I'm going to upload or create. And you want to upload or create a video or audio. It will then ask you for your URL, which you can then paste the URL that you had here. And you can see that it actually will pre-populate the title from whatever the title of your saved video was. And then you'll hit save. And suddenly it will be here. And your students can then watch it directly from inside of Brightspace. You can also send them the YouTube video link, but this makes it really easy. That way they can't say, oh, you didn't send me the email, or, oh, well, I didn't know it was there. It's actually embedded inside of Brightspace for them. If you have any questions, let me know. And hopefully this will be able to help you guys as you create your PowerPoint with audio recording videos.